Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Bloodborne. So, when we last left off, we just got to the Nightmare of Mensis. We destroyed the one reborn, and we got a few more weapon upgrade materials and whatnot, and blood gems and whatnot. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to destroy Micolash Cage, which won't really be much of an issue at all. And I'm hopefully going to showcase this, to anyone who may be having trouble and whatnot, that you can cheese this boss pretty effectively. My advice is just bring at least 10 oil urns, 10 rope Molotov cocktails, and regular Molotov cocktails, And, in the first phase, you'll use, a paper and a beast belt pellet to get as much damage as you can. Try to finish that first fight with a parry, or a backstab. And, that'll maximize damage, although he's programmed to, only lose half health or something. But I have, seen you do more damage, just a little bit more than usual, so that's why I say try and make that last attack really count. But, pretty much the greatest thing will be to just show you, so let me go ahead and do that right now.
Ah, cause. Or some say cosm. Do you hear our prayers? No, we shall not abandon the dream. No one can catch us. No one can stop us now.
And there he is, the legendary Micolash Cage himself. I just still keep in mind that my friend rage quit on this boss and whatnot. And I guess it can be a bit annoying when he's just running from you and whatnot. Because when you're first doing this, you're probably like, what the heck? But, yep. And so here's a nice little trick that I do, is I try and, hit these guys to get, some beasthood. Nice little quick start for the beasthood, Excuse me, someone is actually calling me right now. My apologies about the phone call, couldn't control that, but it's alright. So as you can see, we're just going to go ahead and keep doing this, and unfortunately, look at this. Freaking hate these thin enemies and whatnot. Low hitbox, you saw that whip went right over, and then I did a transformed attack. And the thrust literally just didn't hit him. So you just pretty much want to, So as you can see, he dies, air quotes, at half health.
Oh, majestic! A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream. But alas, not too fast. The nightmare swirls and churns, unending.
And so I was just showing that off and whatnot. But yes, he's not really dead, obviously, since he still has, half of a bar, but he disappears and moves forward, and so I just kind of wanted to showcase. Just look at this stupid whip idiot. Freaking idiot, dude. So we were going to go ahead and show a nice little strat that you can do for Micolash. And that is take some oil urns, and I unfortunately was making this a lot more difficult than it needed to be. And I was like, where is the fire? And I could have just did that. And I was like, okay, I'm messing up again. So I said, okay, oil urns. And I was like, shut up, Micolash. And then I said, let me go to the Molotov. That way it won't really be so difficult. There we go. Not that difficult. And so you come over here, and if you sit up like around this level, you can throw Molotovs and oil urns, and you'll hit them. Now, you can actually just do this and repeat this, and if you have high arcane, obviously it's going to be doing more damage. But you can also take poison knives from this area, and if you do this correctly, then you know, he won't move from here. Now you can either do this, or you can mess up like me, as I believe I do right here now. I think yeah, see? I go a bit too far forward. And so what you do now is you run him over here, and he runs into the mirror, and now he appears down here. Now his goal is to get you to try and chase him so that you can run in the room, but he has some stuff that you want to watch out for in the room, so we don't want that. So we're just going to keep, you know, lobbing our grenades, you know, throwing them at him and handling him that way, which is perfectly fine with me. And considering, again, you know, that we're really prepared, you can go ahead and take advantage of this. Now, poison knives, sometimes you can poison him from here, but a lot of times, like, right when he's about to get poisoned, he just, like, disappears. So that the poison wears down. So the only real safe place that you can poison him is actually on the stairs. So Molotovs, you know, just go ahead and be careful that you don't drop down, because that's what I was trying to make sure. And I was like, oh, let me just be careful, and then boom. Now you want to throw them as he's running so he takes counter damage as much as possible. So you go ahead and keep doing that, and as you can see, look how much health he's just losing just from, you know, oil urns, Molotovs, and whatnot, rope Molotovs, and now we have bone marrow ash that we can finish him off with. So yeah, this was just a nice little demonstration that, you know, like, I know he's annoying for certain people, but you can really just make this fight a lot easier on yourself by doing this, for example. And that's that.
Now I'm waking up! I'll forget everything!
Yep, that's pretty much it. Apologize if you could hear those mouse clicks. Now the bridge just goes ahead and raises up. But yeah, like, he's pretty much, you know, not a threat when you handle the boss fight that way. Not a threat. And so I was just like, let's go ahead and use these souls. Funny thing is, I'm pretty much, not necessarily maxed out, but pretty much where I want to be, personally. In the realm of, you know, damage and whatnot. So now we're just going to get 2 more things, I believe, in this episode. Just 2 more things.
Farewell, good.
And so we give her our thanks, as usual. We're getting strong because of her, so the least we can do is show a bit of courtesy. Mm-hmm. And I just got rid of all my, frenzy gear. I apologize about that throat clearing. You know, funnily enough, I must confess that with COVID and whatnot, like, people, if you were to cough, right, or sneeze or whatever, the looks that you get from certain people is just hilarious to me, because I'm like, it's a natural function, holy cow. This fear-mongering is just ridiculous. Or again, even if it's just like kind of a thing like with me, like where you know, you're just need to clear your throat. Oh my goodness, he's sick, clearly. It's just ridiculous. The fear, the level of fear from these people, you know. But like I was showing you, like all these chunks. Look at all these chunks in this area. They're everywhere, man. And so I was just like, let me just go ahead and pull each one of these people separately. Because I really don't want to fight both of them at once. Love that you can parry the jump attack. Can't parry jump attacks realistically. But enemies jump attacks, I approve. Try to do that to get his attention so he holds still. Worked out. I was like, come on. You want to get parried and eviscerated. I apologize about the truck. Golly, man. It's just a wonderful time to drive a truck, I'd say. I appreciate that they're going and picking up trash and whatnot, but gee whiz. You know? Okie doke. So see what I mean? More chunks. Just a whole lot of chunks. Everywhere. Now this is the best farming spot for souls in the game, but we're not really gonna be farming. We're just gonna, you know, clear it out in one quick time. You know, folks, random question. But do you think those pigs are female? Like, if they took the time to, like, draw the, like, little rectum, you know, why do I see a fold of skin right there, you know? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to think dirty, I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised at that rate. If they took the time to, you know, draw the rectum for whatever reason. I just like I might as well do that again because, you know, the first Cicero doesn't kill in one go, so it's alright. Another gem. So in this playthrough I'm just going to, well not playthrough, but this episode I'm just, you know, picking up a few items and whatnot, and getting my weapon to its pinnacle that it can possibly be. Look at these guys, I don't want them to follow me down here, so let me go ahead and do this. And remember, approach from an angle when you're on stairs, because if you don't, then hitting them is not going to be the easiest thing to do. Look at this stupid retaliation bullcrap. But because he was in the corner, I was just like, let me go ahead and spam this idiot. But yep, go ahead and do that so I can destroy you. Absolutely lovely. Goodbye. This is what I mean about all these chunks, and we still have, I believe, one more set right here from this crystal lizard. So, if you don't have a plus, you know, 9 weapon, you'll have one coming to this area with all these chunks around. More chunks. I love a lot more. I love it. That's why I'm really going to, you know, talk soon about this whole gaming shebang with a lot of stupid decisions being made. Like I'm pretty much gonna do my best to make that video. I wanted to do it last week, but I got a little caught up and whatnot, so I'm gonna do it this week. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Although I'm not crazy, I'm probably talking to myself because YouTube's algorithm is cancer. You know. So I was just like, let me go ahead and get rid of these souls, let me get rid of this insight. I don't want to have any kind of, you know, thing weighing me down that I feel attached to, because, hey, this is very much easily a suicide run because of how dangerous Frenzy is, and how dangerous the Winter Lanterns are as a whole. Just by being near them, they cause Frenzy, and the grab has ridiculous tracking and ridiculous armor, so yeah. Not fun. And so just take an insight and reload the game, and that'll get the doll to stand up. I know some people feel like, oh, I think I need to come back, like they need to leave and come back, but just reloading the game with insight will make the doll spawn.
Well, very late.
Now that we don't have any souls, we don't really have anything tying us down, so let's go ahead and go back. It's alright though. Just 2 more things that we really are after over here. 2 gems, pretty much. Well, a gem and a rock and a gem again. So that we can have our weapons be at the pinnacle that they can be base game. Yes. Crying baby, shut up. Which is what we're pretty much going to do. You know, I used to always have trouble getting out of the elevator, and it's freaking dumb, because it's like you have to roll out of it. But, like, because I know, like, the muscle memory and whatnot, I make it look easy, but I remember when I was first playing this game, and I was rolling out of the elevator and dying each time, and I was going crazy. I was like, how is it this hard to just roll out of an elevator? Or jump out of it? Like, good night. Frenzy, fun. Look at this. Just like, let me go ahead and put this frenzy on. No, it just actually barely just stopped right there. Freaking annoying. Believe it or not, that the stabbing motion with the spikes, that's actually draining health as well. So it's like, let me go ahead and do this. La la la. Take a swig, but I was too short. See what I mean though? Sometimes it's just better to just literally tank the frenzy. But I'm just proving my point, you know, the sedative is quite the slow item. Because again, you need to use it like when it's just about to fill up, because that's how you get the most out of it. LOL. No more frenzy. Well, at least not from the brain, but Winter Lanterns are still here, so yeah. Just look at the amount of frenzy, like, from one light little spike, and it's freaking ridiculous. Whole bunch of Great One's Wisdom and whatnot. And then we have a nice little gem over here. I think it's like, what, a 22% blood attack up or something like that. It's pretty good. So, yeah. And now we just go ahead and run over here and get our rock. Pick up the blood rock, and now we have all of the material that we need to get our weapons to be the pinnacle of what they can be base game. I know that I can obviously get the second blood rock from the DLC, but that's not really that important for the gun, you know? It's not a blood tinge build, so I don't really care that much. So, as we can see here, I'm bringing this episode to a close. Micolash, if you have that little cheese strat, you're not really gonna have a problem with him. And now we have a blood rock, and a good blood gem, so we have all the stuff that we need to get our weapon to its pinnacle. So don't mind me just being stupid. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do, and use that blood rock. And now we're gonna go ahead and use this. Now it's at its current pinnacle. Let's put in the blood gem, and there we go. It's 21% actually, not 22. So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and put that gem on and put this gem on. Oh yeah, we're sitting pretty, boys. So now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and completely eviscerate the next boss, which is actually going to be in a different area altogether. But I'm sure that you'll still look forward to that. Well, there are actually two.
Welcome. What?
So
Very well.
we'll go from there. And so bada bing, bada boom. I think we're at the soft cap of our skill, which is, you know, the level up skill. I mean, not the soft cap of our skill in relation to Bloodborne. But, yeah. For anyone who's still watching, that is. You know, you might click off the moment I go to the Hunter's Ring, or you might click off in the beginning like, this guy's boring. He doesn't sound like he has a bunch of sugar in his voice, so he's not hyper enough. But it's fine. For those who stay, I thank you. And when we come back next time, we're going to go ahead and destroy the next bosses, which is going to be Upper Cathedral Ward. And that is not really going to be too difficult now that we have our weapons at the pinnacle of what they can be. I would like to thank you all for watching. God bless, and I will see you next time.